Why are you stupid? Why you don't understand how dating works? Why you are an interesting person? Why you don't know how to live your life and everything in it is falling apart? This is how I imagine our brain works. This is your attention. Every task you perform, every thought you have, every video you watch, everything fills this limited bar and converts it to your profit in one way or another. Be it some skill or money you get from your job, or a good frame of mind from conversation with your friends, or another hee-hee-ha-ha video on the internet. Quality of conversion is straightly dependent on number of tasks inside your attention bar, obviously. Why? Everyone knows it. The more tasks, the less focus on every one of them, and the less profit. See it as efficiency, where AU is the total load in your attention, and AF is the number of tasks in your attention. And there is a phantom imaginary feel like a slab content that has zero efficiency. It diffuses other useful load in your brain, fills the bar, just to make you happy and therefore stupid. I'm not saying that it's a bad by itself, but you should suffer. Adversity gives birth to greatness. Because your brain doesn't want to work. It's a lazy fatas that doesn't want to burn calories. And in the face of our common dangers, remember these timeless words. As we can. I mean, your brain is your first enemy. If you're not going against it, if you're not training your brain, it automatically means you're getting more dumb. Straight up, there is no such a thing as a stagnation of intelligence. You can imagine it at scales. If there is 1 gram of stupidity on the scales, it will push you down, even if you don't notice it at first. Eventually you will, when it will be too late. You can put as many things on the stupid cup as you like. It's alright as far as you outweigh the scales with the thing that makes you struggle, makes you stressed in a good way, stimulated. Otherwise you will end up with the Reddit citizenship, or even worse. Full-time YouTuber corpo employee, as a diligent viewer of every stream and proud simp of your waifu you will never meet. Or you can go full retard right from the start and fill the bar with only mind-numbing tasks and enjoy your happy life while it lasts. The day will come when you discover that you're just an average junkie. It's only an addiction that differs. So what happens when you fill your attention with only external content? Imported material as a fuel. You're just throwing coal into the engine instead of producing this fuel on your own by thinking by yourself. Answer yourself, what will you do when the coal will be depleted and you don't have your own developed fuel production, because over time it could atrophy it. Turn yourself into a battery maybe? Good luck with that. While one people live their life as evolution told them, we're here terminally online, falling victim of the early internet, of that infinite freedom. Lying at this, lost to the enormous battlefield, watching as our freedom being turned into another realm of real life without YouTube censorship and digital ID bullshit. Waiting for our extinction and coping with this new reality by watching streamers who is about 30 already and not socializing just as we are. We are licking each other's dick in the chat because we no longer fit into the new reality. We are old and stupid. Instead of talking with our parents, learning useful stuff from them, we were busy raiding mythic knocks and building houses in Minecraft. Instead of spending time with our friends and meeting friends of our friends, we were spending time jerking it every day, twice a day. Instead of earning money and surrounding ourselves with the goods that grant us feeling of accomplishment, we are throwing bugs with a shovel inside OnlyFans, as if it was the last trend before you will never see another coochie ever again. We have our brains fried by instant pleasure and fast content very well done, to the point when we need to learn how to think again. Goo goo gaga time! But instead of believing in Santa, we now believe in anime. If you couldn't recognize yourself in these examples, then what are you gonna do? Say this is a boring video without funny jokes and go watch another clip of your favorite YouTuber? Go ahead, king, you deserve it. Maybe you will be bored enough watching this video to have time and compare stuff said by me with your personal experience and reflect on it. Ideally, if I can implement a deep thought in your brain that will benefit you if you take time and action to process it. If you're gonna say something like later or I'm busy, then I can only advise you to instantly and forcibly shut down that shit and switch to working on that thought. You aren't actually busy with something while watching a video on YouTube from nobody with no real audience, are you? Just follow the order, soldier, no questions asked. You will have your chance to dislike the video later and maybe even leave a hateful comment so I can shock from the thought about how much you particularly was upset about this video. But not before you do some brain work, mate. At least try to identify your problem. If thinking on your own is too hard for you yet, there is a countless video on YouTube, motivational, educational, therapeutic, enough to shape yourself whatever you want to be. Then you can naturally distance yourself from the internet mama and start being an adult you always should have been. And at the end of the curtain, small advice. Be bored, ask questions, be conscious. You won't be punched in the face for that. If you would, it's a lesson too.